Today I'm thinking about a good nutritional practice that translates nicely into a general philosophy, and that's reading the ingredients on the back of the box. When you read the ingredients on the back of the box, the ingredients are listed in order of prevalence. How much of that ingredient is in that particular product? So the number one ingredient you see listed is the most ingredient in that box. And this is interesting because often you read things that have on the front of the box, things like healthy and good for you, low fat, and all of that good stuff. But on the back of the box, you see that often the first ingredient might be surprising, and often the second or third ingredient is sugar or some other form of sugar like glucose, dextrose, maltodextrin, something like that. So it's a really interesting practice to read the back of your box or bottles of stuff and remember that from top to bottom, left to right, the ingredients are listed in order of amount. So let's translate that into a general philosophy. Imagine that the box is the world you live in, or better yet, you. And imagine that that same law held true. That the thing that is mostly in you is the first ingredient. So I ask you today, if you were to list out everything you did today as ingredients relative to who it is you want to become, how would that ingredient list fall out? Is that number one ingredient consistent with what it is you say you want to become? If you would list out all of your thoughts you had today and applied the same law, is what you thought about most what you need most? If you looked at your ingredients of you, the box, would you see that your first ingredient is solutions, or your first ingredients are problems? Would you look and see that the first ingredients on your list are things that make you smile, or the first ingredients on your list are things that make you frown? The things that we do most, the things that we concentrate on most, create who we become. So ironically, just like we taught as kids that we are what we eat, apparently we are also what eats us, what we dwell on most, what we think about most. I challenge you to pay attention to the back of your box. Many people, believe it or not, never even bother to read the ingredients on their box. And that's terrifying because there could be poison in that list. Back of the box.